Okay, okay. Yeah, alrighty. Let me check something real quick, see if it's working. I just touched down. Put it up on net. That's a mother effing bust down. Okay. Yeah, alrighty. Let me check something real quick. See. There you go. Alrighty. So it seems like that's all well and good, which is awesome. How's it going, everybody? Hope you all are doing well on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Uh, I'm doing good. Could be doing better because I had to take my car in for okay. I don't know why Adobe crashed when I even have you open, but word. Anyways, what's it called? My car's in the shop right now, and they didn't even call me when it was done because I left. You know, because like I'm not gonna wait all day there. I have to work. I work split shift. But then the thing is, they didn't call me when it was done, so they were just like, yeah. When I called them up, they're like, yeah, no, it's been done for a minute, bro. I don't know why you didn't come. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I gotta wait until tomorrow, but yeah. Hopefully gonna get it tomorrow. One of my friends is helping me out with that. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Oof. Looks like I gotta restart my computer later. I updated my NVIDIA drivers, but I forgot that I'm supposed to update them after you install them. But I'll do that after I'm done streaming. It's not like this game requires intense graphical, what's it called, fidelity. Oh, give me 1 second. Trying to find Ekalde. Alrighty, that should be good now. Um, it's funny, right? Because this game is gonna be flat out. It's an eroge. So for people who don't know, it's just basically like a porn game. But I want to make it clear that I'm not playing this because it's a porn game. I'm playing this because what's it called? Hold on. There you go. Give me 1 second, please. There you go. Alrighty. But yeah, no, so this isn't a rogue because like visual novels in like the 2000s were just porn games basically. But because Tsukihime, like, it has such a good story. And like one of my friends, like, he recommended to me on the prospect of it being a good story alone because, I played Witch on Horror Night, you guys have seen it on the channel if you guys have been here for like over a year. And this is the same author. It just so happens that the game is also an eroge because of the era it was made in. Because now that it's being remade, from what I understand, all those elements are basically gone. Because they're remaking it because of how good the story was. So I'm playing the original because it influences the sequel, or not sequel, excuse me, the remake. And also things are different as well. So it's good to experience that as well. But yeah, Chelsea, I'm not trying to see the sex scenes, not at all. So when I get to them, if I get to them, which I most likely will, I'm gonna skip them. So I'll know when it's there. But luckily, the game itself tells me like, hey, like there's a porn scene coming up, so like be careful. So yeah, a rough game to stream, but hey, thanks to the fans for making it pretty obvious. Like, hey, like you're coming up on a porn scene, so just be aware of that. But yeah, no, trust me, I'm not a freak. I'm not trying to play this. I'm not trying to play this, especially considering these characters are minors. Like, I'm not trying to see that, bro. I'm not trying to see that. But yeah, anyways, so hope y'all are doing well. I've been rambling long enough. It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game. So let's do just that. Also, found out the reason why the game was so quiet, obviously, is because it doesn't have music, or excuse me, because music isn't frequent in the game. There's only like 10 tracks from my understanding. But also I muted the tab, so that's why it was quiet. So I was wondering like why I couldn't hear any sound effects when the sound effects are in the game. I've definitely heard them before. It was because of that. It's because I'm dumb. Oh, it's so cool. Look, oh wow, look at this. That's awesome. Yeah, because you have music, uh, autoplay, fast forward, quick load, quick save, share scene. Hmm. The more you know. See? Uh, yep. Yeah, like this game does have music. It's rare. It's few and far between. But when we do come across the music, I'll actually be able to hear it now. But yeah, anyways, so let's continue. I don't know how long the stream is gonna be, but I'm gonna try to at least like go the distance like I did last stream. So we'll see. But yeah, anyway, so back to Shiki. Back to Shiki. The morning lessons are over. It's lunch break, and Arihiko has gone ahead to the cafeteria. Now, where should I have my lunch? Forgot. Alright, classroom, go to the cafeteria, go to the tea ceremony. Huh. Okay. In the classroom, let's see. I decided to go buy some bread and eat it slowly in the classroom. In my classroom, excuse me. There's still a few guys in that close group of girls here as well. Huh? I just noticed. Yumizuka Satsuki, usually the most eye-catching girl, eye-catching of all the girls, is nowhere to be seen. She must be absent. I must be pretty absent-minded to take until lunchtime to realize one of my own classmates isn't even here. You'd be surprised. When I was in high school, I didn't really care too much about people that weren't my friends, so... Which, I wouldn't chalk that up to being, like, mean or anything, it was just indifference. You're in your own little world when you're younger. Fifth period. Feeling sleepy at the classic lecture, my gaze drifts outside the window, and a crow is perched on the classroom veranda. Not the blue crow from last night, but just an ordinary black one. With its black eyes, the crow stares inside the classroom through the glass window. It's true that it's unusual for a bird to perch there, but it's not like it's some major event. Ah! Suddenly it comes to me. It comes at me. My vision gradually goes white as my sense of balance goes crazy. My field of vision sways. It feels like something's building up in the back of my head, and my brain feels heavy. Crap. I know this feeling. It's the precursor to an anemia attack. The blood that's been building up inside the blood vessels in my brain forms black clots and slushes around inside my head, causing my vision to go black. If I had to describe it, I would say it feels like the darkness is pushing from my brain outwards towards my eyes. This is bad, and I usually collapse in the middle of class, but fumbling in a world of darkness, I blindly use my desk for support. Even that becomes useless. I can't put any strength into my fingers. All I can do is fall towards the floor. Oh, look at that music. And of course, as soon as it happens, I have to turn it down a little bit. There you go. Excuse me, sensei. And something hits me, or excuse me, that might be Arihiko. Something hits me roughly on the back. No. History, yeah. Excuse me, sensei? Tone's looking pretty bad, so I'd like to take him to the infirmary. Arihiko. At some point, Arihiko had come up to me. Are you really feeling bad, Tono? I can hear, are you really feeling bad, Tono? I can hear the teacher's voice from his lectern. No, I think I'll... Man, he's totally out of it. Wouldn't it be better for him to leave early? Arihiko makes this outrageous proclamation loudly. I see. If you say so, Inui, then there's no mistake about it. I've already heard about Tono's health from Kunifuji-san. Tono, if you're not well, you may go rest in the infirmary or leave early. Sheesh. I don't know what's with him. Seems the classics teacher has complete trust in what Arihiko says. Come on, you can go now. Your face is pale and all, but no one's gonna know you're feeling bad until you tell them, you know? Arihiko hits me in the back grumpily. I'll be leaving early then, sensei. The class's teacher nods solemnly. So I'm making you worry needlessly, Arihiko. Don't worry about it. We've been inseparable since middle school. I can tell when you're about to collapse from anemia. Arihiko heads back towards his own seat. Expressing my thanks to the look, I drag my little body out of class. I hate this transition so much, it messes with my eyes. I leave school. It would have been better to go lie down in the infirmary, but at this hour, it'd be after school by the time I wake up. That being the case, I decided it'd be better to go lie down back at the mansion, even if it means pushing myself. Whew. I think I'm feeling a little better. I breathe in the outside air and feel a little rejuvenated. Sheesh. I'm surprised at my own body. 8 years ago, the price of recovering from that near-fatal injury was becoming prone to sudden anemia. When I first left the hospital, it would happen at least once a day. Collapsing from dizziness became a daily routine for me. I didn't mean to close the tab. Dang it. There you go, okay. When I first left the hospital, it would happen at least once a day. Collapsing from dizziness became a daily routine for me. After some time, probably because my body had grown, the spontaneous dizziness and anemia became rarer. But from time to time, things still trigger dizzy fits, and I still lose consciousness. Today I was lucky that Arihiko calmed me. Usually I wind up passed out on the floor. Taking a slow and deep breath, I draw fresh air into my lungs. I can feel the blood pooled around the center of my head begin to swirl around again. So I head away from school. I veer onto the main street. Once I get through here and leave the residential district, it's a direct path to the Tono mansion. Oh well, I guess that spoils it. That's someone's gonna show up. Once I get through, yep. Ah, crap. Looks like I haven't fully recovered yet. Putting my hands to my forehead, I realize it's harder than usual. I'm not going to do myself any good by pushing myself here until I collapse along the side of the road. I guess there's no helping it then. Disgusted with myself, I lean on the guardrail. I rest for a bit until I manage to calm down. I don't have much to do, so I just stare idly around the street. It's just past noon on a weekday, Tuesday, but the street is filled with passerby. Crowds of walking people. Nameless people without personalities walk straight ahead, without even casting a glance at the people walking beside them. Even though there are so many people here together in this crowd, in the same space, they only see one thing. Everyone's their own main character, so they only live my goodness, excuse me, can't talk today. So they only live the day from that perspective, and so without really interacting with anyone else, they each end the day by themselves. Hold on a second, give me one moment. Ah, keep getting interrupted. Oh goodness, okay. Anyways, yeah, so let's continue. Ah, I think I know what this scene is. Let's see. In a way, you could say it's a very lonely thing. I begin to think of. Geez, yeah. Uh, can a nigga borrow a pencil? Alright. I began to think melancholy thoughts, perhaps a result of my fever. Guess I'll go home now. I feel calmer, and all I'm doing here is wasting my time with pointless thoughts. Getting up from the guardrail, I resume heading home to the mansion so I can rest. That is, until I see her. Casually. All I did was casually cast my gaze into the crowd, but my vision froze. Thump. Golden hair and red eyes. Her clothes are white, as if they're a symbol of herself. Thump. My pulse races. My veins and arteries spring into action. My nerves split, one after another. My spinal cord goes berserk, as if it's about to leap off my back. Thump. The girl walking in the crowd is just beautiful. The distant dizziness comes back to me. My consciousness swims, falling. Thump. I can't breathe. My fingertips tremble. The blood isn't reaching them. My whole body feels cold, like I'm freezing to death. Thump. My heart beats in a rush, urging me to hurry up. I can sit it no longer, and unintelligible words escape my mouth. I can't think. My brain tells me one word. Thump. Just one word repeating in my brain. Her. That girl. I'm going to. I feel sick. I can't breathe. It hurts to breathe. For some reason, I can't remember how to breathe properly. My throat is burning. My eyes are about to burst. My palms are soaked. I feel so cold, but I'm drenched in sweat. There you go. I have to follow her. I have to follow that girl. Chase after her. Chase her. Chase after her. And talk to her. My frozen feet begin to move. My breathing is ragged like that of a beast. I chase after the girl in white. The girl walks slowly. She doesn't realize I'm following her. I run after her now. I can talk to her. Or if I run after her, I can talk to her. Talk to her. And ask her name. Ask her name? Who am I kidding? I know very well that's not what I want to do. I know, but I don't know. It looks like I want to do something else, but I can't precisely put what I want to do into words. It's the inside of my head is misted over, like a rain cloud. My throat is hot. I can't breathe. But so what? It's only natural, right? I've just seen that great woman. It would be impolite not to get excited, wouldn't it? Oh, buddy, what the hell? Stop her and ask her name. Ha! Give me a break. I'm not a kid after all. I don't fully understand it, but there's only one thing I must do. I walk with my hands in my pockets. My fingers feel steel. How fortunate. The tools are all here. She walks. I leave plenty of room between us, so she won't notice. So the other people around us won't suspect. She and I are complete strangers. That's why I have to do my best to make following her natural. She walks into an apartment building. I don't go in yet, but instead watch from outside. She takes the elevator up. The elevator stops at the 6th floor. I check the common mailbox on the 1st floor. There are 5 mailboxes for the 6th floor. I touch one of them and feel a sharp sensation. I smell it. There's no mistake. Her room is the 3rd one on the 6th floor. I head to the elevator and press 6. I'm excited. I grip the knife in my pocket tightly while in the small elevator. She's very close by. Just a little more, and I can... Okay. Just thinking about it makes me feel so ecstatic. My whole body feels like a sexual organ just before No, I meant chill out. What are you talking about? I get off the elevator. My sixth floor corridor is empty. This is good. Quickly. Quickly. I want to do it. I arrive in front of room 3. I'm about to press the door. Yeah, I'm about to press the doorbell when I stop. These glasses are in my way. I can't do what I've come to do with them on. It's a promise, Shiki. You should never cut those lines thoughtlessly. Long ago, a woman once told me such a thing. But right now, neither her name nor her face comes to mind. Slowly, I remove my glasses. I can see the black lines, and not just them. Has something happened to my eyes? Apart from those abominable lines, I can see points like black holes, countless numbers of them. I don't know myself, what I'm trying to do, why I'm trying to do this. What does Tono Shiki want to do with that girl? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Still not knowing, I push the doorbell. Yes? I hear the voice behind the door, and the door opens a crack. In that instant, I slip through it. The girl says. No, she tries to say. She will never get to finish what she tried to say, because I cut her apart before she could. In that instant, I slip through the door. Not taking even a second, I draw the knife across the lines running through the girl's body, stabbing, slashing, piercing, driving, splitting into pieces. Completely and utterly, I kill her. The black lines that divide her into 17 pieces. To the neck, back of the head, from the right eye to the lips, upper right arm, lower right arm, right finger, right ring finger, left elbow, left thumb, left middle finger, left breast, from the rib to the heart, from the stomach to the abdomen in 2 places, left groin, left thigh, left leg, left toe, all of them. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 18 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I'm not bugging. That's 18 spots. As I pass by her, not even taking a second. Truly, in an instant, entirely, I dismantle her into 17 pieces of meat. I can hear an incredibly dumb-sounding voice. Doesn't feel like the voice is coming from her own throat. From my own throat, excuse me. Dizziness. The minced pieces of the girl lie before my eyes. Red blood all over the wooden floor, like an overturned bucket of water. There is a choking scent of blood. The cuts are very clean, so her insides don't spill out. Man, I'm so tired. Okay. There's this choking scent of blood. The cuts are very clean, so her insides don't spill out. Only the color of red goes across the ground. Strange. Something in the room. Nothing but the girl's scattered limbs and me, standing there dumbfounded. What? A sea of red blood is spreading over the floor. In my hands I grip the knife. The murder weapon. She's dead. Of course she is. She wouldn't be human if she's alive. Why? There's nothing to ask. I just did it with my own hands. With my own hands, clearly and instantly, I cut this girl I don't even know. I killed her? Yes, there's no mistaking it. Or am I mistaken? There's no reason for me to do such a thing. That's why it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake. But I had no reason from the start. That's why it's a mistake. It has to be a mistake. The red blood flows from all over the floor. Slowly, the dark red stain creeps around my feet. Ah! Surprised I left my shoe, but I'm too late. Like coal tar, her blood makes a thread connecting the pool on the floor of my foot. It's red blood. The color I hate, still flowing even now. All because I cut her apart. It wasn't me. Yes. Has to be a mistake. A mistake. A mistake. Probably a mistake. Definitely a mistake. This is. Yeah. But just what is wrong about it? I killed her. Is that fact wrong? I didn't kill her. Is that fact wrong? No. Oh, that's totally wrong. Wrong. So what am I wrong? What is wrong? Because I'm saying it's wrong. The fact that I didn't kill her is wrong. No. Wrong. Yeah. I don't even know her. She's just some stranger I saw walking down the street. See? Isn't that strange to you, Shiki? She's a complete stranger. Why would I have to kill her? There's no answer to my screams. Besides, the reason is clear. For the moment I saw her, I could only think of one thing. Tonoshiki wanted to kill that girl. That's what I wanted to do back then. Just that it was all so muddy inside my head. I didn't put it into words. Wrong. I feel like throwing up. The contents on my stomach are coming back up. Oh, I have a headache, my goodness. The crimson soaks into my eyeballs. I dash out. Don't think for even a moment about how I might be seen, or to hide the body. I just want to escape from here. Half crazed, I flee from the unfamiliar apartment. My gastric juices rise into my throat. I throw everything back up. My food, my gastric juices, everything, while I cry. There is nothing left in my stomach. But my body continues to force me to throw up, as if trying to undo what had occurred and return me to normal life. Pain. It hurts, like my insides are burning. The tears won't stop, and my body collapses to the floor like a pile of garbage. I keep crying. I killed someone. I killed her without reason, without mercy. Like breaking apart a doll. Why? Why I felt like that. Why I killed her. Even now I can't find a reason. Stomach acid drips over my lips, passing over my stomach, dripping down my jaw. Mixed with the juices is something red. My throat is probably bleeding because my stomach keeps trying to throw up even when there's nothing left in there. It hurts. That's why this isn't a dream. I'm just lying to myself. It's all lies. Yes. I actually understand everything. I lusted after her. Just looking at her aroused me. When I cut her apart, it was so thrilling I almost It's getting harder and harder to defend this man. These eyes, too. If I knew these lines could cut things apart like paper being shredded, I should have understood that even a person could easily be cut apart, just like I just did to her. I lived a normal life without even thinking about something like that. If I really am the sort of dangerous person who could easily kill just about anything, then I should have put out these eyes, or lived a. I can't talk. Oh my goodness. All right. Then I should have put out these eyes, or lived a life without seeing anyone. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm so sorry. Not even a simple promise was I able to keep. But I don't care about myself. I killed that person. That person's life up till now. The people around that person. The future that people the future that person dreamed of. Everything. Destroyed by a stranger. Even if I regret it, I can't be forgiven. Even if I apologize, I can't be forgiven. Have I gone insane? I don't know. There isn't even a trace of that impulse left. The thought of holding back never crossed my mind. I didn't even consider trying to stop myself. Kill this girl. And it seemed like the obvious thing to do. And I went through with it. The answer is simple. I must be insane. I've probably been mad since 8 years ago, when I miraculously came back to life from a fatal accident. I can hear the sound of rain coming from somewhere. It's raining. I'm in a daze. My throat hurts when I try to breathe. Ouch. I can speak. Shiki-sama? Then I become aware of someone's presence near me. My room. Somehow I'm in my own room. Have you awakened, Shiki-sama? Hisui? Yes. How is your body feeling? Hisui asked me an odd question. There's not a single thing wrong with my body, but why? Yes, why? Why am I asleep in a place like this? Even though I was about to say killed someone, but I stopped myself. My brain tells me I shouldn't say those words. What am I doing here, Hisui? Do you not remember, Shiki-sama? Hisui raises her brow slightly. Your school called to say you left early. However, you did not come back even after dusk, so my sister went to look for you. She found you resting in the park. Park? You mean the park near here? Yes. When she found you, you were resting on the park bench. Then you returned to the mansion on your own feet. You've got to be kidding. I don't remember any of that. I do not believe it is such an odd thing that your memory is unstable, Shiki-sama. It is difficult for me to say this, but when my sister brought you back, you were in a daze. I don't remember any of this, but I have no reason to doubt what Hisui says. Yeah, sorry, 9 o'clock. I don't remember anything. Yes, when you returned to the mansion, you said you wanted to sleep. My sister suggested we call a doctor, but you said it happens all the time. I see. I guess I do collapse from anemia all the time, but this time, it's different. Because I had killed someone, huh? Huh? What did I look like, Hisui? Huh? My clothing, I mean. It was my uniform, uh, with the blood. It was stained with blood. Your uniform was dirty, so I'm washing it. Washing? You mean those blood-stained clothes? There was certainly mud on it, but nothing like blood. Huh? But it was so. Even though I was on my knees in a sea of blood, and both my arms and legs have been completely soaked red. Have you had a nightmare of some sort, Shiki-sama? You look like you were having a bad dream until now. You do not look fine. You do not look fine. Hisui stares at my face. A dream. That? A dream. Was it a dream? That feeling. That smell of blood. That hideously beautiful white girl. No. Maybe you're right. That's just a bad dream. Whew. I breathe out slowly. That's right. It's gotta be a bad dream. Oh yeah, this is a bad ending. I'm cooked. There's no way I would break my childhood promise to Sensei needlessly and for no reason. But that, is it being a dream too good to be true? I... Shiki-sama? Are you still not feeling well? No, I'm alright now. That, something like that must have been a bad dream. That's what I got to believe. If I don't believe so, I just can't be sleeping here. Yes. If you're feeling better, I will go prepare dinner now. Dinner? No way. I can't eat when the color and smell of blood still lingers in my mind. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna sleep like this tonight. More importantly, Hisui. Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? Uh, well, seems like I came back after dusk, but did Akiha say something? Sorry, excuse me. It seems like I came back after dusk, but did Akiha say anything? Akiha-sama was not home yet at the time. She came back about 2 hours ago and was informed of your condition through my sister. Hisui seems to silently ask, what about it? Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if she was disgusted with me for causing her trouble on just the second day after I've come back. Excuse me. After I've come back. It did seem like Akiha-sama was distressed, but I would not say she was disgusted. Whoa, hold on now, buddy. Graphics. There you go. Saying this, Hisui takes a step back from me. Well, I'll be leaving now. Please call for me if you need anything. Yeah, thanks. Oh, one more thing I forgot to ask. Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? It's raining outside. When did it start? Before you came back, Tsukihime. When my sister found you, you were drenched. I see. I can't even remember that. Seems like it was a pretty serious case of anemia. If that's the case, I shouldn't have pushed myself and should have just rested at school. Good night. Tizzy, good night. I'm really sorry about today. Please express my gratitude to Kohaku-san too. I understand. Good night. A dream, huh? Sound like it's like I don't even know what I felt. But I can't understand what happened or how I feel about it. How do I know it was a dream? I hear the sound of the rain outside. My mind still feels a little heavy. I glance down at my chest. The old wound from 8 years ago is still distinctly there, like a burned scar. Ah. On top of my desk lies the knife my father left me. That was a dream, nothing more. I repeat this over and over again, trying to placate myself until I sleep. But when I was a child, I think someone once told me, don't tell lies that you can't even fool yourself with. Day 3. The Black Beast. Third day, October 23rd. Saturday. When I come to, it's morning. Maybe the rain stopped. I can't hear it anymore. There you go. I gotta use the bathroom quick, so I'll be right back. Alright. I came to, it's morning. Maybe the rain stopped. I can't hear it anymore. It seems clouded outside. The sunlight through the window is dim. Taking a deep breath, I get out of bread. I get out of bed. I didn't sleep well last night. Over and over, I was about to fall asleep. That scene would replay in my mind and keep me awake. A crimson floor and limbs everywhere. Reason and memory are liabilities at times like these. They force you to remember things I only want to forget. It's just a dream. So why am I so bothered by it? Yes. Just a dream. I should forget it quickly, without a moment's delay. Knock knock. Someone knocks at the door. It's past 6 o'clock in the morning. Could it be this early? Excuse me. Susie. Yeah, has to be her again. Shiki-sama, are you awake? Oh, Shiki-sama, are you awake? Yeah, I've been sleeping since yesterday afternoon, so I'm awake early. What about you, Hisui? What's happening at this time in the morning? Hisui falls silent. Actually, now that I look carefully, I notice she has my school uniform in her hands. I see. You brought me a change of clothes. Yes. I'm sorry. I've shown you something you do not wish to see. Hisui keeps silent. What is it I didn't want to see? I don't get it at all. I don't understand, but thanks anyway. Just leave the clothes there. I'll get changed soon and get to the sitting room. Hisui nods in assent. Very welcome. Please excuse me. Hisui begins walking silently only to suddenly turn around. Shiki-sama. If you have the time, I'll also prepare a bath for you. A bath? In the morning? Yes. You are terribly dirty, Shiki-sama. Would it not be best for you to wash before you go to school? Hisui asks me with the usual lack of expression in a disinterested voice. Now she mentions that I am dirty. I did collapse from anemia in the park yesterday after all, so it's not unnatural. Yeah, would you mind doing that for me? I have time for that before I go to school if it's this early. I understand. Please come to the bathroom in about 20 minutes. Hisui sets my uniform down and leaves the room. It's still 6 o'clock in the morning. With nothing to do, I spend the 20 minutes in my room staring at the ceiling. I enter the bath and pour water over my head, which makes me feel a little refreshed. I take a deep breath as the cold water soaks my hair. What a terrible dream. There's gotta be something wrong with me, having a dream where I kill a beautiful woman like that. If just one day of living in an unfamiliar mansion is enough to give me dreams like that, I hate to think what the days ahead are going to be like. I've really got to get it together. I clear my head with another splash of cold water and wash myself. Ow! I feel a sting as the towel touches my throat. What's this? I look at my neck in the mirror. How'd this happen? My throat is red and swollen. It's almost as if I've injured it by repeatedly throwing up. When I return to my room and change into my uniform. It's barely 7 o'clock. Astounded at how much clearer my head feels after the bath, I pick up my bag and leave the room. Kohaku-san has just come out of the sitting room when I go down the stairs. Good morning, Shiki-san. You sure are early today. Kohaku-san makes a bow while smiling. And you look refreshed too. Have you just had a bath? Yeah, I just took one. That's amazing, Kohaku-san. Can you tell? I can tell just by looking at you because your hair isn't dry, Shiki-san. You say I look cuter after you've had a bath. I avert my gaze just a little as I'm faced with the warm, carefree smile. It's kind of embarrassing. Please hold on for just a minute. I'm gonna prepare some breakfast now. Eh? Breakfast? I guess you mean something to eat. Such a trivial thing causes me to remember the color of blood. I don't have much of an appetite at the moment. Is a Western style breakfast like yesterday fine with you, Shiki-san? Yeah. I really don't mind, so. Breakfast, huh? That bath felt so good that I almost forgot about it. Really? You didn't eat last night either, so I was talking to Hisui-chan about how maybe the sound of your stomach might have woken you up. No. Sadly, that's not the case. I've been a light eater since I was little, so I often skip 1 or 2 meals at a time. I see. Now that you mention it, you've got a nice body without any excess meat on you. Could it be that you're a vegetarian? Perhaps. When I think of it, I get the feeling that all I ate at the Arima house were vegetables. Kohaku-san busily heads back to the sitting room. But I don't feel like eating now. It's alright, Kohaku. I'll go to school without eating today. Tell Akiha for me. Bye. I head towards the doorway. Suddenly, my arm is tightly grabbed. Shiki-san! What? I can't believe it. Kohaku-san is angry. What are you saying, Shiki-san? Haven't you looked in the mirror this morning? I took a look in the bathroom mirror. You're lying! You wouldn't say something like that if you looked even once. Kohaku-san is seriously angry. When I think of it, when I saw my face in the mirror, I think I saw death warmed over. I'll be fine. It's just I don't have a lot of blood in me, so I look worse than normal people. This won't do. You won't grow without eating breakfast. If you don't have an appetite, I'll prepare you something easy to eat. So please, go to the dining room. Holding onto my arm, she drags me towards the sitting room. I've got no choice. I already don't feel like going along with this, but I have to accept Kohaku-san's good intentions. Good morning, Nissan. Good morning, Nissan. How do you feel? Akiha greets me reservedly. That firmness about her yesterday is gone. I guess it's because she's worried about me. Good morning. I'm feeling, well, good in a certain way. Returning her greeting, I head towards the dining room. Please wait here, Shiki-san. I'll call you when it's ready. Kohaku-san disappears into the dining room by herself, leaving me, the downcast-looking Akiha, and Hisui, who stands emotionlessly by the wall. This is kind of awkward. Nissan, about last night, is it true that you collapsed in the park? Give me another second, I gotta go again. Can I borrow your pencil? Sorry about that. I know I keep leaving every stream, or throughout the stream, but... And I gotta do it again. Actually, hold on. Oh my goodness. You know, at times, honestly, I miss Witcher Holy Night where the characters are voice acted. Because I mean, I'm not a voice actor, so inherently mine's just gonna be a lot worse in comparison, like my interpretation of the characters. But also, like, it's just a lot easier on my voice. Or, yeah, on me, because I'm not that good of a reader, at least like verbally. But, man, like, I hate money issues. I hate them so much. I wish I had like $1 million a month so that I didn't have to worry about bills. But that's just me griping. At the end of the day, life is like that, you know? If you're gonna have bills, you have to pay. And that's just part of the process. So I gotta work so that I don't have to worry about it. And that's just part of it, you know? It's just part of it. Anyways, I got some food, so let me start eating. Yeah. Alright, Akiha. Nissan, about last night. Is it true that you collapsed in the park? It seems so. I don't really remember it myself, but if that's what Kohaku-san and Hisui say, then it must be what happened. Oh, stop talking like it's someone else's problem, Nissan. You have a weak body, so if you ever feel bad, please contact the mansion. I'll send someone to pick you up right away. Hey, listen, there's no need for that. I'm not like a primary school kid. I can make it home by myself no matter how bad I feel. But I guess the fact that you could not make it home last night would mean you're a child. Sucks to admit it, but Akiha is right. Yesterday was different, alright? Kind of thing really is rare. Look, just because I have chronic anemia doesn't make my body weak. I feel like that's exactly what that means, actually. There's no reason for you to worry about every little thing, Akiha. Yesterday was, you know, just a case of bad timing. That's all. A terminal case. Please do not use such inauspicious words, Nissan. You've only just come back to the mansion. Well, what would I do if you died? Akiha is seriously angry. Jeez. You take things too easily, Nissan. Please, take better care of yourself. Even if you tell me that, I don't push myself as it is. I'm not in any clubs, and I do everything the doctor says. You'd have to put me in a sanitarium for me to get any better care. Yes, I would love to do that if I could. Avoiding my gaze, Akiha says something very frightening. As for Hisui, standing by the wall like a statue. I'm at a loss for the conversation. There's still some time until we eat, so... Ah, Akiha. If I remember correctly, you go to the Asagami Ladies Academy, right? That's right. The Asagami Ladies Academy goes all the way from the middle school to university. Akiha's gaze seems to ask, what about it? Well, there's a boarding school. That's a boarding school for ladies, isn't it? I'm wondering why you're commuting there from home. Dear Mr. Asagami and the father were friends, so he indulges my request. There's a provision to attend school from one's home under certain circumstances. Akiha gives a concise response. No, that's not what I'm asking. You were living in a dormitory up until the old man died, right? Why are you only starting to commute there now? She holds back her words and looks away. Shiki-sama. Akiha-sama has traditionally spent half of every week here. Nothing extraordinary for her to commute to the academy from the mansion. Ah, really? That sounds tough. Asagami Ladies Academy is in the next prefecture, right? Isn't it easier for you to enjoy the dormitory life rather than have to come back to the mansion all the time? Yes, you may be right. But it is what father wanted, so I spend half the week here. But the young man isn't here anymore, so you don't have to force yourself, right? Dormitory life looks kind of fun, after all. Well, I wouldn't be troubled if it were that easy. But if I were to leave you by yourself, there's no telling what might happen to you, is there? But things like what happened yesterday, I'll still be attending school from the mansion for now. One more thing, Nissan. She straightens her posture and looks right at me. Oh, yeah? The lodgings at Asagami Ladies Academy are not dormitories. They are boarding houses. Please get it right next time. Akiha's words are wrapped in thorns. Actually, I was pricked plenty of times by them my first day back, but this morning there's something sulky about them. Shiki-san, it's ready! I can hear Kohaku-san's voice from the dining room. Right, so I'm gonna go get some grub. Oh, Nissan, please refrain from talking in such an unrefined manner. Akiha shoots me a sharp glare. You finally gone back. You finally gone back to normal. I liked you more when you were calm because you were so worried about me. I was not worrying about you, Nissan. Akiha quickly looks away. Looking at her with a faint smile, I go to the dining room. She's such a tsundere. What the heck? You gotta move that dope. You gotta move that dope. There you go. Man, I didn't say it because it's been like it happened in between the streams, but shout out to the Knicks for winning a championship uh in 53 years. It took mad long. Yeah, people like Patrick Ewing, I forgot dude's name. He was on a 1999 team. Uh Spurs versus Knicks 1999. I'm good, man. I'm good. Latrell Sprewell. There you go. Excuse me. Yeah, no, Latrell Sprewell. Sprewell. Excuse me. Sorry. And it only went to 5 games. Wow. Spurs, Knicks. Isn't that funny how things work out? First it was the Spurs that got them in 5, and then it's the Knicks that got them back in 5. Got it back in blood too, man. That's funny. Let's see. Patrick Ewing, yeah. But yeah, no, what's it called? Rick Brunson was on that team too. That's so funny. Yeah. Wow, that's nuts. Like literally like John Starks isn't on here anymore. Well, no, not even. Patrick Ewing isn't either. Was this past the was this past his time? Was it like just a bit after? Patrick Ewing retirement. When did he retire? He replied in 2002, yeah. Step back one legged. Did you practice that shot? That's funny. Shout out to the Knicks, bro. Oh my goodness, my head hurts so bad. And shout out to the Spurs. They'll be back. It could be a Thunder team situation, but I feel like learning from that, you won't let Dylan Harper go. There's no way. Because you have two scenarios. You have the James Harden scenario, or you have the Manu Ginobili scenario. If you want continued success, you want the Manu Ginobili scenario, not the James Harden scenario, because that is individual success. But for James Harden, like it's hard to lead a team like that. That's not a knock against him. A lot of people would view it as a knock because it's hard to perform. I don't know why. Generally, don't know why it's hard for him to perform in the playoffs because like James Harden's such a good floor raiser, but he's not a good ceiling raiser. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. Anyways, I'm escorted outside by Hisui. Please take care. Saying the same thing as she always does. She continues to stare. It's only been 2 days. What do you mean? Well, no, I guess that's true. She continues to stare at me. Shigi-sama, what happened to you last night? Last night, I got too close to you. Nothing in particular. I was just feeling sick at school, so I left early. I was on my way back when, on my way back, I just collapsed in the park. Well, I guess I was just being careless, like Akiha said. Yeah, I'll be careful from now on. I am not placing any blame on you, Shiki-sama, but you look like you were pushing yourself this morning. Please take care along the way. Hisui makes a deep bow and sees me out. As I approach the school, I begin to catch sight of more and more students in uniforms. It's Saturday, so most of them are smiling while they talk. So it's only a little way to the main gate once I pass this intersection. It's funny, man. Like, I can't imagine being in Japan and having to go to school on Saturday. Like, when I was younger and I was like watching like Persona playthroughs and all that, that concept just boggled my mind. Like having to go to school on a Saturday. Man, 500 cigarettes. It's only 7:30. Looks like I'll be able to get to school with time to spare today. The light turns red and I stop in front of the crosswalk. The school fence is just on the other side. Since it's a school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Even now, the students in front of me are heading towards the school gate. So on but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. 500 cigarettes. There should be no one but students. But between the cars rushing by, I feel like I catch a glimpse of someone in white. What? She's there, dressed in white, with golden hair down to her shoulders, long, slender brows, and red eyes. I've seen her only once before, but there's no way I can mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed her myself yesterday, cutting her into pieces. What? No, even that's a lie. It's all just a dream. Hisui told. No, she didn't say anything of the sort. It's just that I wanted to believe it was a dream. It really wasn't a dream. But then, why? Why does she exist? As real as any. The light turns green. The students around me walk towards the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there stunned. She sits on the guardrail, has her legs swing idly, as if she's waiting for someone. I can't tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? She fidgets restlessly, as if she's waiting for her lover. I have a bad feeling about this. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. She's just a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then this moment must surely be a bad dream, too. After all, I completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. But she's looking this way and smiling, looking very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Her smile seems to say, "You finally come." Giving a familiar wave and a smile, she hops off the guardrail. Fluttering her hair, she comes over to me. Don't come. This is a bad dream. The light turns red. Don't come near me. She doesn't look like she cares, walking straight across the street while the cars pass by. Only a few meters between us. I'm telling you not to come! The reality before that's such a funny quote that could really be taken out of context. The reality before my eyes does not change even when I scream out. Screaming in a voice I don't understand, I run from the girl in white. I run. I run with all my strength. With no regard to embarrassment or shame, I blast through the passerby, running full speed across the asphalt. My breathing is wild, and my heart screams out. But still I run. I feel like I'm going crazy if I don't. I look behind me. The girl in white is walking towards me. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. That's more than enough reason for me to run. My heart feels like it's about to explode, but I ignore it and keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. With those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. My head droops down. My head droops down. My arms feel heavy. My legs feel like they're gonna tear off. But despite that, I'm running with all my strength, and yet I can't get away from someone just walking after me. My breathing is out of control. I think I've already run several kilometers. But even so, when I look back, she's always there, walking towards me. Naturally, she looks like she's taking a stroll. She follows right behind me. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh. I can't stop laughing. But even so, I run. My body complains that I'll die if I run anymore, but I keep running. Let me get something. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shake it off as mere imagination. But even as I try to console myself, I'm the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know it's a fact that if she catches up to me, I will be killed. Ah, pathetically, I collapse to the ground. I fall forward, not because I tripped, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Lying there, collapsed, I somehow managed to crawl my way to the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise, and I collapse back down. My body won't move any further. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? Why? I don't even know why this girl I killed is alive. Unmistakably, I've utterly and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How could she be waiting for me in front of my school, smiling? I'm sure I killed her. That's right. I'm sure I killed her. 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 So why? Oh? Is the chase over already? With light footsteps, she comes into the alley, shrugging her shoulders in disappointment. Hello. You really gave me some trouble yesterday. With a warm smile, she comes into the alley. I've got to run away. Thinking that I retreat, only to hit my head against a concrete wall. The chase is already over, right? There's a dead end after all. There's no need to worry about anyone coming along or interfering. She smiles. She smiles, looking very happy. Panicking, I look around at my surroundings. A desolate alley. I'm disgusted at my stupidity. Running away here is like she's asking her to kill me. It's been a long time. 18 hours since then. I finally found you. She takes another step into the alley. You? What? I definitely... Yes, I'm the girl you killed yesterday. I'm glad you remember. That can't be true. There's no way that can happen. Don't be ridiculous. That people can't be alive. That's true. There's no need for you to be so surprised. I just survived, that's all. With that curt response, she takes another step. The sound of it reaching my ears. It's funny how these characters look like their designs. Their heads are huge. Like Hisui, not Hisui, Ciel and Arcuate are the same way. Harriet Tubman of prison life? Huh? What? Oh, it's Roblox. Okay. There we go. I'll take a second to eat. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Can a nigga borrow a pencil? That clip is so funny to me, bro. Can a nigga borrow a pencil? What, is he gonna give it back? Okay. let's continue. I'm feeling a little dizzy, so it might just be that I took too much like heat because I was outside for a bit, but directly in front of the sun. So maybe I'm just feeling a little like dizzy because of it. It's already been an hour and a half, right? So I'll try to go to 3 hours. We'll see. With that curt response, she takes another step, the sound of it reaching my ears. The distance between us is gradually decreasing. Revived? Stunned, I repeat her phrase back to her. Revived? You mean some doctor saved her with some surgery? Don't be stupid. There's no way any human could revive from being cut apart like... Yeah. Then again, I'm not human. Huh? Her words are so simple. There's no reason I could have misinterpreted them. I'm not human. That's what the girl in front of me said. There you go, okay. You're not human. Jeez, isn't that obvious? You think there's a human being out there who can revive after being cut into pieces? There's no way a human like that could exist. Something like that is just a monster who looks human. Something that revives even when killed. Something that death is irrelevant to. Something that quickly returns to normal. Starts moving in after being cut to pieces and something you can call human. No way. That seems to be the girl before my eyes. I try to laugh, but my throat is so dry I can't. What the hell is that? It's not exactly a funny story. Besides, there's too many things in a story that aren't funny. Because definitely, if she's not human, it explains why she's alive even after I killed her. I start to calm down. It's a situation where I got to observe everything and think it over. You said you're not human. So what are you? Me? I'm called a vampire. To put it in your terms, I'm a monster who lives off of human blood. Ah, good. Vampire is at least something I can easily understand. I see. You're a vampire. She smiles in satisfaction to indicate her assent. What a crazy reply. Heard that vampires can't walk around during daytime, but I guess that's a trivial matter right now. So, what does this monster want from me? For some reason, she recoils as if surprised. After a moment, she put her hands on her hips and looks at me irritated. Have you forgotten what you did to me yesterday? Even though you didn't know me, you cut me apart the moment we met. You gotta be pretty used to this to ask me what I want with you now. Excuse me. You gotta be pretty used to this to asking what you want with me now. Or what I want with you now. She looks more disgusted and angry. But right now, that's how I feel too. Because someone I've killed keeps complaining to me about me killing her. Hey, are you listening, murderer? Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, could you shut up for just a minute? I'm reflecting on how unlucky this is even for me. Sheesh. I have the worst of luck. There was a girl I wanted to kill for no reason, and I killed her on pure impulse. My memory wasn't clear after that, so I calmed down, thinking it was just a dream. But it turned out to be real. What's more, it turns out the person I killed isn't even human. I can't help but laugh. But it's not all bad. The person I killed has come back to life, and that means I haven't actually killed anyone, right? Well, I suppose the fact remains that I killed someone, but she's still alive. That's something I should honestly be happy about. Yeah, with this, I should be able to get back to living my normal life. A normal school life, just like I did up until now. Well, in exchange, I seem to have been cornered by this strange person, but you might argue that it's a heck of a lot better than becoming a murderer. Okay, I've calmed down. If you got something to say, I'll listen. Complaints, grudges, whatever. Talk all you want. Yeah, I got a whole lot of things to say to you. But you're weird. I'm just taking everything in right now. You could say I built up a resistance to weird stuff like this. I don't think it's much of a help in this case. Excuse me. I don't think it's much of help in this case, so. She stares at me. It isn't malicious. It's strange. I thought that to get someone back when you... Sorry, I can't talk. It's strange. Oh wow, tonight has just kicked in. Good lord, what is going on with me? Hey, okay. You're strange. I thought that to get someone back when they got you was one of the common laws of this world. They should be trying to kill me, but what are you staring at? You're here to, well, what are you staring at? Are you here to get revenge? You're here to get revenge, right? Then, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to kill you back in theory. I'll kill you if you really want me to, but otherwise I'll pass for now. It's not very efficient that way. She stares at me head on. So, are you sorry? Eh? I'm stunned for a moment. The things she says are so out of place. I'm asking you if you're sorry for killing me. I'm thinking about forgiving you if you are, you see. Besides, I get the feeling you're a pretty bad liar for a human. Sorry? Me? Yep. If you apologize to me, then I'm fine with that. It was unbelievable. So unbelievable. Not that the person I killed is forgiving me, but her voice sounds so kind. Hey! You gotta give an answer when people ask you seriously, you know? Come on, hurry up and answer. We can't get on with things until we make it clear whether or not you're sorry. She's angry. Am I sorry? She asks. That goes without saying. Yeah, I regret it. No matter what the reason is, I did kill someone. Without mercy or reason. I killed just for myself. I do regret the fact that I killed someone. But more importantly, the person I killed was you. And so, it's a lie that it's alright if she's alive. It's the fact that I killed her. It's the ultimate violation. The greatest violence possible. So, you can get your revenge on me. I thought it was only natural you'd be here to get revenge. I hang my head mumbling, like I'm confessing to someone. I see. You're not a bad person. She smiles. Despite calling herself a vampire, she has a very honest face. I decided. I'm gonna make you help me. Eh? Help her? What is she talking about? Hey. Oh hey. What do you mean by helping you? It's simple. I'm gonna get you to help me deal with the vampire which took root in this town. Hold on. I'm getting more and more confused. Dealing with vampires? But you're a... Oh, no. I'm a vampire, but the vampire in this town is a different kind altogether. You live here, don't you? Now you should know about the murders that have been occurring lately, right? Yeah, quite a few people have been killed already. Hey, wait. I remember now. When I think of it, all the killer's victims had their blood extracted or something, didn't they? Don't tell me that. Exactly. The news is saying stuff like, the work of a vampire, right? It's a funny thing. They obviously know what kind of creature is doing it, but no one's going around trying to vanquish it. That's why I got no choice but to do it for them. Wait, but vampires don't exist. She lowers her brows in annoyance. Oh, that's right. There's an unidentified person standing in front of me claiming to be a vampire herself. I don't really understand, but what are you trying to say? What you're trying to say is that you're here in this town to exterminate vampires, right? That's right. Before I could, I was attacked and killed by some unknown killer. Yeah, that really got me. It was a perfect surprise attack, and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything. I see. She must mean me. Oh, well, hold on. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, that was her, yeah. That's right, but before I could, I was attacked and killed by some unknown killer. Yeah, they really got me. It was a perfect surprise attack and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything. That's right. Until I was fully recovered like this, I was really planning to kill you, you know. That's the first time anyone's embarrassed me like that. It took about 80% of my power to fully recover. But more importantly, it really, really hurt. It was so painful, I thought I was going to go crazy. However, the pain was so great, it restored my sanity. Do you know what it's like experiencing that over and over for a whole night? I don't know. Actually, I don't want to know. So, full of hatred, I went out to look for you. I was so worked up that I didn't even care about the vampire, the very reason why I'm here. I knew you were a student, so that's why I waited over there for you. I don't get it. If you hated me so much, why are you forgiving me? Let's see. To put it simply, I've calmed down after a while. I already used up a lot of power, and I thought that it would be more efficient to use you as a shield than to kill you. Hold on. You just said something really bad for me. Huh? Did I say something like that? You said you were going to use me as a shield. Of course. I already did forgive you, but that's just my personal feelings. You gotta atone for murder. For your murder through action. Not just emotion, right? Well, even if you ask me. What's with you? I can't tell whether you're being sincere and when you're not. Excuse me. I can't tell whether you're being sincere to when you're not. Let me repeat it again. You killed me. You probably can't imagine it, but it takes a lot of energy to regenerate once you've been killed. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a big deal if you... Excuse me. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been a big deal if you had just killed me, but the way you killed me was something I'd never seen before. I couldn't heal the wound, so I had no choice but to remake my body parts. That's why it took me so much energy to... She looks angry. It seems like she's recalling her forgotten anger when she talks. Anyway, I'm weak right now. I think I'll be able to recover after 2 nights. But if the enemy attacks before then, I'll be in danger. That's why for now, I'll have you be my shield. You'll have me do it? What are you doing? Deciding everything by yourself? What? It's not your fault to begin with. So isn't that much to be expected? Or you're not sorry after all. She looks straight at me with honest eyes. This is unfair. Sorry or not, using those eyes is unfair. It's unfair she has pure eyes like that when she claims she's a vampire. Stuck for an answer, I lift my gaze. Huh? What is it? Something odd is there in the gap between the buildings. Hold on. What's that? I get up and walk. I walk to the middle of the alley. I finally realize what it is. A blue-colored bird. A crow to be precise. A blue crow. The inauspicious thing I saw 2 nights ago. Oh man. The girl murmurs. The crow just stares at us. Jeez, thanks to your slowness, you found us. The girl looks at the entrance to the alleyway. Found us? Who? I cast my gaze to the alley entrance. Then I took a step back in shock. Before I knew it, a dog had appeared in the narrow path running to the alleyway. It has 4 tough legs and a tense neck like a steel frame. That form, far removed from that of a human, is one made solely for hunting. It doesn't need to resort to verbal intimidation. Wow, intimidation. such a bad headache right now. This is insane. Most humans will become nervous just by looking at that kind of hunting beast. As a fellow life form, it inspires awe by its dishearteningly superior athletic ability. A black dog. I start to shake. The black dog looking in our direction isn't small like a stray. As big as a German Shepherd or a Doberman, it just stands there, menacing us. The girl says nothing. But looks at the dog with it. Excuse me. But looks at the dog with disinterested eyes. Then suddenly, the black dog jumps. No, it's running with a speed that makes it seem like it's jumping. I can't do anything. The black dog jumps straight for my throat. I can see it. I can see its black body moving towards me, but I don't even have time to think about dodging it. Thud. I feel a shock on my body. I was hit hard from the side. It's not the black dog. It seems to go pushing before it could crush my throat. With an easy movement, like someone throwing a ball, she hurls me into the wall just using one hand. With a terrific wham, I fall on my rear. Why? What are you doing? Never mind that. Keep your eyes in front. The girl yells. I look, having lost sight of me. Its target, the black dog, bounds towards the wall. Sticking to the wall like a lizard, it jumps again. It bounces from the wall towards me. The dog's path is like black lightning. What the hell? It's too fast, I can't react. The black dog opens its mouth, filled with teeth and saliva. This time it clamps down towards my windpipe. I close my eyes. The dog's teeth sink into my throat. But in that instant, the dog lets out a yelp and releases me. But that's impossible. The black dog let out a scream and leaped straight up. There's nothing there. Nonetheless, it flies into the sky by itself. Just like that, the black dog, after going several meters into the sky, makes a scream and falls back down into the concrete. No, perhaps more accurately, it was hit into the concrete. What was that? Jeez, you just made me waste more of my energy. The girl quietly approaches the black dog. It is crushed against the concrete like a pressed flower. That's quite a mongrel for a familiar. Suppose it's some kind of scalp. The black dog liquefies into some kind of tar-like substance and is absorbed into the concrete. It melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. It can't be, can it? There's no way. Oh, sorry. It melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. It can't be, can it? There's no way chaos would be in a place like this. Heaving a long sigh, she approaches me. Oh, you don't seem to be hurt, so there's no problem. She's mumbling something. My throat, I can still feel the dog's teeth sinking into it. Hey, what was that thing? A familiar of an enemy vampire. We were discovered because you weren't being clear. Discovered? You mean by the enemy vampire you mentioned? Yeah? This isn't good. Looks like I really will need you as a shield now. She says it so casually with a smile. Stop saying such crazy things, you idiot! You saw me! What do you think I can do? You're a lot better off by yourself. Not really. With the power I just used to protect you, I really am empty now. What in the world? I'm grateful she helped me just then, but still. I can't do it. I can't do it, Squidward. can't. I don't have any power to drive away something like that. Sorry, but I can't even be a shield. Liar. You killed me. Why would you lie after doing something like that? That was something I don't even understand myself. No. Look, I can't do it. I'm just a normal human. I can't help you. Not true. All you have to do is keep watch while I sleep, that's all. You can do that much without any problems, right? She looked straight at me. Somehow those eyes are making me weaker. For some reason, I can't decline. I did kill her after all. It's my fault she's weak and has to ask others for help. It's my responsibility. Besides, although I've known her for a little while, she doesn't seem like a bad person. There you go. Okay. So how about it? Can a human like you cooperate with a vampire like me? Well, that'll be the obvious answer, but... Don't look at me with those eyes! Why is it? It's making me feel overcome with guilt and unable to refuse. But now that I've gotten myself into this mess, I won't be able to sleep at night if I just deny all responsibility. Man, I just know I'm gonna regret this. So yeah, I think I could probably do it. The enemy's a serial killer, right? As a resident of this town, I'd probably be struck with some kind of divine punishment if I refuse to help you. Huh? You mean, I'm not gonna be your shield, but if it's just being your lookout, I'll do it. I feel disgusted at how stupid I am as soon as those words are out of my mouth. I feel disgusted, but there's something about her deeply shocked expression that's... Wow, are you serious? I really am a vampire, you know. Hey, listen. Why are you saying all this now after you threatened me so much? That's true, but... Well, whatever. If you're gonna cooperate with me, then I should be grateful. With a very happy expression on her face, she presses me as I lie there on my rear, up against the wall. Our contract is established. She extends her hands toward me. I guess I can finally introduce myself now. I'm Arcuid. My last name's really long, so just Arcuid is fine for now. I'm a true ancestor type vampire. Want it to be known that that's very important, like not just in this game, but like in general. Being a true ancestor in type moon is really, really strong. Which begs the question, how does Shiki kill her? You'll see why later. How about you? I even have beside her unprecedented introduction. A sigh of resignation, evidence I decided to accept this nonsensical situation. I'm Tono-shiki. Sadly, I'm just your everyday student. I said it before, but I'm really not gonna be much use. Grasping her, Arcuwood's hand, I stand up. She takes a long, hard look at me, and then offers me her hand again. Nice to meet you, Shiki. I'll have you take responsibility for killing me. Arcuwood grins as she extends her left hand. It's funny how, as soon as I start asking when's the funny vampire show up, she shows up. Funny how that works out. There's a lot of responsibilities in this world, but this is probably the first and last time someone takes responsibility by helping someone they've killed. Damn it. This is seriously messed up. There's nothing else I can do. I grudgingly extend my left hand and shake hands with the woman in white claiming to be That's a weird thing about like media sometimes when I see people use their left hand to shake. It's a weird thing. I've never been used to that. This is a pretty nice room. I have no problem spending the night here. Akira looks around the hotel room. I've got nothing to say for now. My room has probably already been discovered, so... Huh? My room's probably already been discovered, so let's hide out here for now. Oh, you don't have to worry about money. I'm rich, so I'll treat you. Speaking cheerfully, Akira closes the curtains. She also turns off the lights in the room because it's dark, and the room becomes as dark as night. I sigh. What are you thinking, Arcuwood? I'm thinking about all sorts of stuff. No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking why you rented a high-class hotel, not a cheap one, and why you rented out the whole top floor. I try to say this, but I stop. Right now my job is to guard this so-called vampire and nothing more. I'm not going to ask any useless questions. Nah, forget it. Do whatever you like. You're weird, Shiki. Suddenly getting mad and going silent like that. I just don't get you. Akira lies on the bed, smiling like she's having fun. I'm gonna sleep until the sun sets. You better rest while you have the chance. Vampires don't move about in the daytime, so you'll be on guard for real during the night. Do you realize you just said something that completely contradicts your existence? Oh, it's alright for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess it's almost fine limit. Good night, Shiki. Wake me up when the sun sets. Hey! Like a machine whose power is cut off, Arcuwood suddenly falls asleep. Huh. She's so defenseless. Right now I could run away if I wanted to. She did force me to come with her after all. I could easily run away now. I don't have the impulse anymore, but I even killed you once, yeah. How is she able to suddenly fall asleep despite that? I look at Arcuwood's face as she sleeps in the bed. Her plump chest rises and falls. It looks like she's breathing, but her body isn't moving at all. It's like the air around her stops. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go eat. Well, I had to use the bathroom and go eat. There you go. Alright. You're so tranquil that I even might stop moving. What a peaceful slumber. I kind of defenselessness as if she had absolute trust in me, even though we only just met. She's so stupid. She's so stupidly honest I might start to worry. But aside from that, this is a turning point. This may very well be the point of no return for Tonoshiki. Yeah. I did promise after all. No matter what it was promised, I can't. No matter what it was promised. What it was I promised, I can't break it. Arcuate is sleeping. Her face is pale white, like that of a sick person. Arcuate says she was weak. She says she was at her limit just a while ago, so I don't think she considered what I could do after she went to sleep. The room is quiet. We're on the 11th floor, the top floor. Since she rented out the whole floor, there are no other guests here. The only sound is Arcuate's breathing. When I see her like this, she really looks nightmarishly beautiful. That white, smooth skin, that silky light blonde hair, the soft lines of her body and those long eyelashes that look like swift brushstrokes. A perfect body, down to even the small details, the like of which I've never seen before. Not to be more precise, the kind I would never have seen in my entire life. Vampire or not, Arcuate is a girl. I have to take responsibility for the fact that she's so weak right now, that she falls asleep instantly like she just did. You have to take responsibility for your own deeds. A part of my childhood education makes an appearance in my head. Sensei even told me, my eyes are strange, so they would in turn attract strange things, and I should be prepared to take responsibility. At the very least, I should keep my promise and protect it for tonight. White, the kind you see when you wake up. The color calls some nostalgic memories to mind. A hot summer day, a blue sky and large columns of summer clouds. The scenery slowly wavers in the heat. The voice of cicadas, the sound of cicadas. Chirp, 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 chirp. Cicada shells are lying in the clearing. As if the sun is right by my side, the clearing is roasting. A hot midsummer's day, as if the entire world became a frying pan. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Akiha is crying. Akiha, who would always obediently stay close behind me, is brimming forth with tears. A child lies collapsed at her feet, soaked in blood, killed. The corpse of a child about my age. A cast-off cicada shell. My two hands are red with the blood of that collapsed child. Shiki! The adults are coming. The fallen child is still dead. The adults are yelling. Did you kill him? That dream. A dream I had forgotten even in my dreams. I feel like I remember. Shiki! Hey, wake up! The sun's already set. Tizzy. Shiki! Nah, I already read it, it's fine. Someone's shaking me. A somewhat unfamiliar voice, and a touch of a cold hand on my shoulder. Duh. Huh? Arcuate's standing right in front of me. She's already woken up, and it's pitch black outside. I glance at the clock, and it says it's already 8. Huh? It's not I told you to wake me up when the sun went down, and you go and fall asleep. Crap. Sorry, I was feeling out of it. I don't remember when I fell asleep, but I'm sure it was while I was staring at Arcuate's sleeping face. Jeez. You lose your qualifications as a bodyguard like that. If the enemy had attacked while we were both sleeping, we could have both died, you know. I said I'm sorry. Besides, you said it was safe during the daytime. I can't say that for sure. Familiars like the one we saw this morning could have come for us. Arcuate is angry. Well, she's got a right to be. I had no right to talk when I, the bodyguard, dozed off while she was sleeping. And besides, I'm a vampire, you know. How can you just sleep there without feeling any danger? I don't want you to be afraid for no reason, but it'd be nice if you were at least tense enough to not sleep. I take that back. Akiha doesn't seem to care that I didn't do my job as a bodyguard. She just doesn't seem to like the fact I fell asleep. I can move my body a little better and wake up. Chizzy. I can move my body a little better and wake up, only to find you sleeping there happily. You look so vulnerable. I was seriously starting to feel uneasy that I might not have the dignity befitting a vampire. I don't think she has much dignity at all. You were just as vulnerable yourself. I killed you once before, remember? You can't guarantee I won't do it again, can you? Ah! Akiha gives a surprised look as if she just realized that. Now that you mention it, you're right. I wonder why I did that. I guess I just had complete confidence in you since we spoke in that alley. Well, saying that doesn't make me feel bad for her. Okay, since you trust me so much, I'll try my best. So should I just keep watch from now on? Yeah, until sunrise tomorrow. I can't leave the room, so be on guard if someone comes up this floor. Be on guard, huh? Being on guard is going to do me no good if one of those black dogs from this morning comes for us. There you go. Okay. I let out a sigh. As expected, this is too heavy a role for me. Let me ask you something. Was the black dog that attacked us this morning something your enemy sent out? I don't think so. It's probably for surveillance. There you go. His patrol route happened to pass through where you and I were talking. Seems my presence was revealed as a result. Revealed? To your enemy? That's right. If I had been in perfect condition, it would actually save me some time. But right now, it's the opposite. If I were attacked now, I'd be the one annihilated. That's why I have to hide out like this for now until my power returns. Arcue's enemy. In other words, the serial killer who's been causing a stir in his town. A vampire. Arcue, I want to ask you something. Will you answer my question? I don't mind talking. But why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Yeah, I haven't asked you the most important thing yet, so... What's your ultimate objective here? Me? I'm here to hunt down a vampire. Killing vampires is my duty. Yeah, I do remember you saying something like that before. But you're a vampire, right? What? You still don't believe me? Oh, don't worry, I believe you so much it hurts. I'm asking why you would. Why you would. Or why would you, a vampire, claim to be doing something as odd as killing other vampires? Oh? You don't like the idea of beings from the same species killing each other? The act of killing doesn't exactly make my list of favorite things, but she is right. I'm not comfortable with the idea of vampires killing vampires. No, it's just that I can't really imagine something like that happening. Vampires drain the blood of humans, right? So they should be killing humans, not other vampires. Drinking blood and killing are different things. Well, Even so, I know what you're trying to say. You think beings from the same species should help each other out, right? But vampires can be the same species and still be different life forms. That's why they don't really have what you humans call camaraderie. Then you're saying something makes you different from the vampire you're hunting? That's right. The one I'm after is a human vampire, just like the stereotypical vampire from you humans' folklore. He kills humans by draining their blood, turning them into the dead, then uses them to increase his power and influence. That's the sort of vampire I hunt. The one lurking in this town is that sort of old-style vampire. That sort of vampire? Seems like there are different types. Don't tell me you want me to be your shield so you can get this guy. Yeah, that was my original intent. But after talking to you, I've changed my mind. You see, at first I thought you were someone from the church, so I thought you might have information about the location of the enemy. But you turned out to be a perfectly ordinary person, well, as ordinary as someone like this can be. You didn't even know about vampires, let alone the location of the enemy's coffin. Yeah, come to think of it, there's no way they'd send an exorcist to a far east secular country like this one. I guess I didn't put enough thought into this. Hakuha thinks aloud. The conversation derails and I'm feeling a little left out. I don't follow you at all, Hakuha. You're sorry. Can I make a follow your pencil? Oh, hold on for a moment. Let's see. How should I explain this? With that, Hakuha's gaze begins drifting. You should seem used to holding a conversation. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it and just explain everything about the current situation. I don't understand any of this, but I might be able to see the general gist of things. Really? Thanks, Shiki. You don't have to thank me. Just keep talking. Hakuha nods obediently. Basically, the vampire currently in this town is an old-style vampire. He himself reigns as the Lord and releases the dead he made into the city. By doing so, he increases his power bit by bit. He's a typical vampire in that he drains the blood of humans, and those humans become vampires themselves. He's not very powerful right now, as he doesn't have many deads, has many dead serving him, but as the victims increase, so does his power. It'll be best to destroy the main body before that happens, but I haven't found where he sleeps yet. He's hidden so well right now that I can't even feel his presence. Even so, it's easy to take care of things once I find it. But I don't have any clues whatsoever, so I had no choice but to walk around town during the day to investigate. But then I suddenly got attacked by a passing killer, and now I'm temporarily weaker than the enemy vampire. Hakuha shoots me a cold look. I guess she wants to say something to the passing killer. I see. So I kind of understand the situation now. So in other words, some evil monsters are based in this town and you are here to eliminate them. Since you didn't know where they were, you went looking for them, and that's when I killed you. So now you're weakened and hiding out while you recover. Is that about right? To put it simply, I think so. Then next is the main topic. You casually call yourself a vampire, but I still don't really understand that term. It's obvious you're not a human, that much I can see, but I don't get the feeling that you're a vampire either. That's true. I'm a little different from the type of vampire you know about. Indeed! I hadn't considered that vampires even existed at all, let alone a vampire like you. So what makes you different? Hakuha thinks. Yeah, I suppose it might be helpful to teach you a bit about us. Alright. Then the first period lesson will be Vampire 101. Okay, but what's with the Vampires 101? You're an amateur at this, so we gotta start with the basics, right? But I'm gonna start teaching from the very beginning. Fine, whatever. Just keep it short. Well, I'll try my best. It does seem like she's not used to talking. Well, we got lots of time, so for now I guess I'll listen to Arco without complaint. Although we're typically called simply vampires, we're divided into two main categories. Those who were vampires from the start, excuse me, and those who became vampires. The former are called true ancestors, and the latter are called the dead apostles. The one you call vampires are the dead apostles. They drain the blood of humans and turn them into their slaves. They're weak against sunlight, and you can vanquish them with the baptism ritual. Our enemy is one of these dead apostles. It's gone from my enemy to our enemy. Well, I don't mind. She's not wrong considering the situation I'm in now. So you're saying these dead apostles are vampires from the start? What do you mean by that? Dead apostles are once humans. They've attained immortality through magic, or had their blood sucked by one of the true ancestors. Either way, the ones that become vampires become immortal, even though it's imperfect immortality. Those who were vampires from the beginning, and humans who became vampires. What is this? I get the feeling that there's some kind of huge contradiction in all of this. Feels like some important fundamental is missing somewhere in this theory. Hey Shiki, how much do you know about vampire folklore? Let's see. Just the usual stuff. It's like the blood of the virgins. They can bind people just by looking at them. They can turn into mist and wolves, and just the usual stuff you hear about. Yeah, that's pretty much all true. They drain the blood of virgins because one's blood cells are more pure before one had exchanged bodily fluids with others. Excuse me. That makes virgins most suitable for repairing the vampire's own degenerating genes. The dead apostles, the ones that become vampires, have imperfect immortality. Since they became immortal, they won't die from old age. However, they need to replenish their energy frequently or they'll disappear. All living creatures need nutrients to be able to move, right? It's the same thing. It's just that vampires don't die from age as long as they take in nutrients. The dead apostles suck blood because they need to stay alive. Immortality is a strain on their originally human bodies. The genes that compose their bodies are different. When they become vampires, they begin to degenerate at an incredible rate. To make up for that, they must drain the blood of others in order to absorb genetic information and stabilize their own bodies. To a vampire, drinking blood is not like eating, but it's the minimum requirement for them to continue to exist. This sounds complex and long. I can't follow the logic, but Arco would nonetheless continue speaking. So, moving on. The ability to bind someone with just a look is a type of mystic eyes. Eyes and words are both common types of magic circuits, so there are many vampires who have mystic eyes. We usually possess mystic eyes of enchantment. We don't enchant people by looking at them, rather we enchant those who look into our eyes. That's such like a tongue twister, like, or not tongue twister, but like so convoluted. We don't enchant people by looking at them. It's when they look at us. Huh. I wonder if it's the intent here, then that makes things different. Good lord, a nice fight. There you go, sorry. It's Shizuki. Alright. A powerful vampire using mystic eyes can impose his own will into the brain of another and completely dominate their thoughts. But the mystic eyes of a dead apostle don't have that much power. What you call turning into mist is really just making a spare body controlling it via the will. Once the part severs its purpose, you cut the flow of magical energy to the offshoot, and naturally it turns to dust. Wolves and other animals and the other animal transformations are a byproduct of vampires repairing its damaged body from its familiars. For a vampire, living a long time stabilizing their bodies with normal lives is not sufficient. Humans are not fundamentally powerful animals, so it's more effective to repair one's body by absorbing the beast, as they surpass human species in this respect. Vampires who repair their own bodies with beasts can return those beasts to their previous forms and use them as familiars when they need to. From what I've heard, there's even a 1,000-year-old vampire whose body is made up entirely of familiars. Oh, sorry. From what I've heard, there's even a 1,000-year-old vampire whose body is made up entirely of familiars. They say he contains 666 beasts within his body, or something like that anyway. I think Arku's getting a little too wrapped up in her own speech. To be honest, I'm not finding this world easy to understand. Yeah, that's about it. It's just an explanation of the very basics, but now do you know what a vampire is? Well, I suppose. The reality of Arkwood being a vampire begins to feel harder and harder to accept. Now it's my turn. Actually, there's something important I forgot to ask you too. Huh? You're not gonna learn anything from me. I'm not a vampire. Or anything, just an ordinary person. Then let me ask you this, Shiki. How exactly did you kill me? Huh? I'm asking about the method you used. I'm resistant against stuff like runes and Kabbalah. So that doesn't work on me. Only things I'm not resistant against is magic I've yet to experience, which is probably limited to ancient Shinto in his country and the treasures in South America. No, not even those could kill me. Not even those could kill me that much. Answer me, Shiki. What kind of occult artifact did you use to incapacitate me to that degree? Occult artifact? What's that? A catalyst which stores ideas in history. Jeez, you got sacred treasures in this country too, don't you? Usually something like staffs and swords, jewels and masks, conceptual weapons that could be used against nature itself. Come on, Shiki! Are you sure you're not someone from one of those fields? What field? I told you I'm just a student. I don't know anything. That's a lie! There's no way a human who's not even a magus can hurt me. Are you hiding something from me, Shiki? Arku gives me an angry cat-like stare. But even if she looks at me like that, I'm not hiding. Oh, wait. Actually, there is one thing. Not sure whether it's relevant, but Arku is still staring at me. It doesn't seem like I'll be able to keep quiet about it. There you go. There you go. Alright, I'll tell you, but how should I put this? I can see these lines that can be used to cut things. Huh? Oh, she's stumped. She should be. Normally, I don't think anyone would believe a story like this. What do you mean? Akiha would ask in a serious tone. She's not exactly normal. I should have known she would defy my expectations in a good way. I mean, I see these lines where things can be cut. Living things, the ground, anything touchable. It's like a black line, but I can cut things clean when I let anything sharp through it. Does that mean anything to you? It's convenient to be able to cut steel with a knife and all, but it's not like I can cut it anywhere I like. I can only cut things where I can see the lines. And when I cut you, well, you can cut a girl's skin with just a knife, right? Akiha's eyes are serious as she glances at me. Those wild eyes that I've seen only once before. A gaze that could stop my breathing. I see. I thought the mystic eyes' depth perception only existed in fairy tales. But I guess there's someone who can use them. A mutated monster like you. What? Like a vampire can call me a monster? A monster's a monster. There isn't anyone, even amongst us, with mystic eyes that can see the death of things. See the death of things? Akiha nods in affirmation with an inimical maze. Wow, an inimical gaze. Excuse me. I have no idea what that means. Inimical. Oh yeah, I never read that, huh? A circuit must have opened in your eyes, Shiki. Were you born with eyes like that? Nah, they became like this a long time ago, but I wasn't born with them. You must have had at least one near-death experience at some point, right? What? It's true. 8 years ago, I got in an accident where I almost died. Just as I suspected. You had the latent ability, but that must have been the trigger. The mystic eyes of depth perception, huh? Yes. With those, you could definitely kill even me. With a small sigh, Akiha's eyes returned to normal. Akiha, do you know something about these lines? Not to the extent you would, but I do have some information. Excuse me, I do have some information. What you see is the end of all things, the point where things die easily. To put it simply, the time of death for everything in existence. That is death itself. I remember now. That time, when Sensei gave me these glasses, she had told me something similar to what Akiha had said. There's a subtle difference to what Sensei said and what Akiha had said. What I'm seeing are only lines, not something as disturbing as death. What are you saying? What I see are just lines where things can be cut. I'm telling you, those lines are the death of the object. Listen, Shiki, everything in existence has an end. There are differences to when, but it's an end nonetheless. Death does not arrive. It is already confusing. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that last time my mouse was on screen the whole time. Let me take the mouse away so you guys don't have to see that. There you go. It's probably bothering a lot of you. Alright, anyways, death does not arrive. It is already within the object that its creation. It's bound to happen someday. And this is what's called the principle of causality. You've heard of that before, right? As long as something has an origin, it must have an end. When it will end is determined from its beginning. That is the so-called time of death. So as it already exists from the beginning, it's not impossible for one to see it with their eyes, given that they can comprehend the concept of time of death, and they have appropriate circuit in their brains and eyes. That's the truth behind those lines you see. There's nothing more than a general concept, but if I were to theorize, I would say that they are the weakest parts of the joints between the molecules in something, or perhaps a pre-designated switch within the genetic makeup that activates the death of that object. But that doesn't really make sense. I can't see them, so I can't say for sure, but the lines aren't all you can see, are they? I would think there would be points more than lines. That's right. When I first saw Arcuid, when I wasn't myself, when I took all my classes I could see the usual scribbles, and black points, where the scribbles seemed to flow from. There were. It only happened that one time, but definitely, I saw black points. There were several on your body, and the black lines flowed between them, joining them up. If I had to make an analogy, I would say they were like blood vessels. I see. The lines were things die easily in death itself, huh? I'm surprised you stayed alive up until now like this. You must have a very tranquil heart, Shiki. Arcuid says this philosophically. In my own way, I understand what she's saying, but I don't want to believe any of it. What? What? Whoa, excuse me, sorry. What? There's no way that sort of thing exists, let alone me being able to see it. Well, you're seeing it. Usually when you cut a living being's neck, they die. This means it stops because you cut it. Conversely, you can say that if you can't cut something's neck, it won't die. It's about me, so just consider it an exception. But in your case, you can ignore the cause. Even against that which is immune to all external effects, you kill first. What is called then becomes dead. It's not that it stopped because you cut it, but in your case, you stop the object and as a result, it is cut. See? What else can I call you but a monster? You may just call them lines along which something can be cut, but those eyes are more special than those possessed by any other user of supernatural power in history. You, Shiki, have the eyes that can kill anything, just like death itself. I'm at a loss for words. That really is what I see, just like Arcuid is saying. Those black lines really are the time of death for all things. And everything around me, I feel like die. So what? If it's all as you say, I should be able to kill even you. Really? Then let's try it. Arcuid opens the curtains. The lights are off. The only illumination is the faint moonlight coming in through the window. Come on, it's alright. Try it, seriously. Wait, but could it be you can't see them with the glasses on? Are you sure about this? I'll take my glasses off. Only to see the lines, of course. At the same time, the room begins to writhe with the black lines. Outside the window, the moon is white. They're difficult to see in the daytime due to the strong light, but under the faint moonlight, I could even see the glow coming from the lines. Amidst them, the lines on Arcuid's body are very thin. If I don't concentrate, I lose sight of them altogether. If I hadn't been killed by you, I don't think you'd be able to see any at all. But right now, you can probably see them. You see, although I have no times of death during the night, some do appear during the day. You could kill me because it was during daytime, but you can see my nighttime. But you can see my time of death during nighttime now, since I used up a lot of energy to regenerate myself. In other words, I lost my immortality. So you can cut the lines in my body, Shiki. Chuzi. Oh, excuse me. So can you cut the lines on my body, Shiki? Let's see. I think I probably could, since the lines are there, but I don't think I could do it so briskly and without hesitation like the time before. I think it'd be hard. The lines keep fading in and out, so I probably couldn't do it unless you're sleeping. You can't, right? That's your biggest weak point. No matter how many depths you can see, you need to trace a line with your own hands. No matter how weak I am right now, my athletic ability isn't so low that I'd be caught by you. I see. When I think of it, I can't catch agile animals. There you go. Let's keep going. Yeah, doesn't mean I can touch their bodies. In other words, even if I can't see its lines, I can't kill anything that moves. Ow! Just a stab of pain run through my head. Looking at the lines gives me a headache, just like it did when I was a child. I put my glasses on and the world returns to normal. Akiha is staring intently at me. What? Is there something else? No, that's not it. You can't see the lines if you put those glasses on. Yeah. I got them from someone a long time ago when my eyes first became like this. I'm only using the lenses now, but thanks to them, I can lead a normal life. Yes, I see. No matter how strong a mind you may have, your only choices when faced with death all the time would be to put out your eyes or go mad. Saying that, Akiha comes closer. Hey, can I take a look at them? No. These are important to me. I'm not handing them over to you. Come on, I'm not gonna break them. I'm just gonna look at them. Akiha keeps closer. I get the feeling she wouldn't be averse to getting to my force. Akiha doesn't look like she's gonna give up. Fine. Give them back as soon as you're done looking. Hand her my glasses. Akiha stares intently at the glasses and looks at me with frightening eyes. Shiki, is the person who made these glasses in the city right now? I don't think she is. It's been 8 years and it seems like she was only here for a week. I see. That's good. I have to deal with more. Well, it's probably safer not to deal with blue in the first place anyway. That's funny. Akiha retreats to her thoughts. Akiha, you know Sensei? I mean, the person who made these glasses? I know her. A sorceress. She's one of the 4 of her kind. These glasses are truly a masterpiece. Even I can't break them. Akiha's face grows even more serious. Wait, you were going to break them? Eh? say that part out loud? I knew it. You're gonna break them after all. I retrieved the glasses from Arcuin. Jeez. You're the one. You're the one who just couldn't. Jeez, you're the one who just said I couldn't stay sane without these glasses. Or do you want me to go crazy? That's not what I meant. I just didn't like how you treasured them so much. Hey, listen. Jeez. Somebody please tell me how a mind like hers works. It's true my memories of Sensei are precious to me. More importantly, I can't live without them. If I were to see the lines 24 hours a day, I think I'd die from a headache before I went mad. I suppose there must be a strain on your brain for being able to see death. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of reason for those eyes of yours. This is all I can tell you for now. If we get the chance later, I'll go over it in a little more detail. That's alright. I'm not into long stories anyway. If that's so, personally, I enjoy talking to other people. Haruka gives a carefree laugh. It really does seem like she enjoys doing nothing more than talking. Night descends. Haruka sits on the bed and we both stare absent-mindedly at the clock. It's past 4 in the morning. About an hour until dawn. Just one more hour? Nothing out of the ordinary has happened until now. And Haruka shows no signs of tension. We're surrounded by complete tranquility. Somehow I'm beginning to believe that tonight... Whoa. There you go. Somehow I'm beginning to believe that tonight might just end like this. Hey Shiki. Or hey Shiki. Haruka calls me again. What? I don't have anything else to talk about. Really? But it's such a waste not to talk. Now that we're in a situation like this. Listen, how many hours do you think I've had to put up with your nonsense talking? 6 hours. That's making me more tired to keeping watch. Haruka gives me a dissatisfied glare. That's right. For some reason, Haruka has been talking to me for 6 hours straight. I told her she should sleep if she was feeling weak, but she replied with a, "It's more fun to talk." So in the end, we ended up facing each other and talking the whole time. I just don't know what she's thinking. To top things off, I'm hungry. I'm gonna think of it, my last meal was breakfast, so I haven't eaten anything for a whole day. Why don't you eat something if you're hungry? We're in a fancy hotel after all, so you can call room service. That's okay. I lose my sense of tension if I feel my stomach now. More importantly, shouldn't you be getting something to eat? You're weakened, but you aren't sleeping. So you should at least get something to eat. If you're not gonna eat, if you're not gonna eat, then neither am I. Normal food is meaningful in its own way, but it's boring to eat by myself. Normal food? There's nothing normal or special about... Ah, wait. Haruka is a vampire. As opposed to her, food would mean drinking someone's blood. Or is there? I guess being a vampire, you wouldn't usually consume much except blood. She doesn't look like it, but Haruka is a vampire. She says vampires eat the blood of humans to survive. Then, how many people has she drained blood from, and how many people has she killed before? I take a quick glance at her face. I can't imagine it. Even though I know she's a vampire, for some reason I can't imagine her sucking anyone's blood. What? Is there something on my face? She meets my gaze and I quickly look away. Arkua continues to stare at me, and he gives a laugh of comprehension. Are you curious? About what? About how many people I've sucked blood from? She's completely read my mind. Arkua's smile grows even wider. I don't like it. Of course I'm curious. I am helping you, so if I don't know, I won't have any idea. Or you might have a change of heart and try to attack me. That would be a real problem. I see, Arkua says. Well then, here's a question. How many people's blood have I sucked so far? She bounces lightly up from the bed and walks to the window. How many people? That's... Arkua gives a cheerful smile and Saya looks in my direction with an air of delight. Damn it, it's obvious she's trying to provoke me. Fine, I'll answer. Let's see. Has to be in the hundreds? Sorry, you're off. Then in the thousands? Nope, that's wrong too. Arkua laughs like it's funny. Somehow this feels really frustrating. Damn! Then, well, I thought it was the case, but in the tens? That's wrong too. Oh, really? Tens, hundreds, thousands? You only see me as that sort of person. That's so mean. That'll make me indiscriminate. Am I wrong? Vampires are indiscriminate, aren't they? Even humans get hungry merely by being alive. And when it's a matter of life and death for you, you wouldn't be picky either. Yeah, that's true, but I haven't tasted blood these last 800 years. Nor have I ever killed an ordinary human. Eh? Wait, is that true? It's the truth. After all, I'm afraid of sucking blood. Huh? Afraid of sucking blood? You gotta be kidding, right? A vampire that's afraid of sucking blood? Why? I suppose I'm a coward. That's why I'm a failure as a vampire. Arkua grumbles as she looks up at the night sky from the window. She stays like that for a long time, continue to look up at the sky. Her white back looks vague, hazed over, as if she was merely an illusion. I see a failure. I whisper and I feel relieved. Somehow that makes me happy. Of course, it's only natural to be relieved, because now I know the person that's standing before me isn't some kind of vicious, evil being. For now, if I were to believe what she says, I won't just be killed by her at random. So I'm safe. I'm safe. But I feel like it's not the only reason I'm relieved. Damn, what's wrong with me? Being relieved over something like this. How can I be happy over something like Arkua being a failure? Suddenly I feel a faint dizziness. Shiki? What's wrong? You're sweating an awful lot. No, it's just this twinge of pain in my head. I realized something with a shock as I replied to Arkua. The window behind Arkua, behind a glass, within the city streets still sucking in the darkness of the night. A blue crow is looking in my direction. I can do no more than stare at his dim figure through the window. Arkua turns towards the window too. I don't even know what that says. Indeed! It's easy. How do you even pronounce that? What the hell? I know who this is, but trying to pronounce that name sounds like it sounds so stupid. I can't lie. I, I, it's even trying to pronounce it sounds insane. Anyways, let's see. Where is it? Where are you? 3 hours already. Wow. Nira. Indeed. Indeed. No, excuse me. Indeed. I finally found you, princes of the true ancestors. From somewhere, a force of will flows into the room. Arcuba's eyes are filled with enmity. Enmity, yeah. Outside the window, the crow gives a loud, high-pitched scream. This is it. I'm heading there right now. The blue crow flies off. All that remains is the dark of night and the white moon. Suddenly, boom! With a heavy noise, the room shakes violently. Now to be precise, the entire hotel shook from the impact. What the hell? I get it from the bed. Arcuit is silent, biting her lip with a vexed expression. Arcuit is shaking just now. She doesn't answer. Say something. Wasn't an earthquake, was it? If I had to guess, it felt more like someone had driven a large dump truck into the hotel lobby at full speed. It was that kind of impact. Arcuit! She doesn't answer. If I listen closely, I can hear noises from downstairs. Arcuit's face is grave. She said she was powerless just now. Why she's not saying anything. Only time passes by. 2 minutes. Some 2 minutes after the impact, but the hotel is awfully quiet. Arca remains silent and still, just biting her lip as if withstanding something. I can see a trail of red blood slowly flowing from down her lip. Arcuid. Is she worried? Frustrated? She remains still, almost as if she's embracing herself. Bearing with something. She said she couldn't leave the room. Then, what am I here for? Alright. I decided what to do from the very beginning. Taking a knife out of my pocket, I woke up to the door. Shiki? I'm gonna check things out. Don't leave this room until I come back. I step out into the hallway, shaking off Arcuit's look that she wants to say something. No one's in the hallway. I couldn't hear from the inside, but the hallway is noisy. It's not that this floor is noisy. Rather, the noise is coming from beneath my feet. There's some kind of ruckus on the floor below. I can hear the noise of many people talking. I suppose the impact just woke guests and they're complaining to the hotel. Doesn't look strange so far. I walk down the hallway. Noise from downstairs is like the sound of ocean waves. Noisy, yet so very solitary and inactive. My fingers gripping a knife feel numb. A chill runs over the back of my neck. There's something near my temple. Pain emerges from the back of my eyes. Enduring it, I walk down the hallway. It hurts. My eyes hurt. My head grows heavy, and I feel a drifting sensation, like I'm about to collapse right there. Yeah, I know what this is. Oh goodness, excuse me. Without a doubt, it's the feeling I get right before I collapse from anemia. Ah, it hurts. There you go. It hurts. Unable to withstand any longer, I remove my glasses. I can see the elevator. Well, it's a long hallway. It must be more than 10 meters from here to the elevator. And then, with a ding dong, the elevator comes up to the 11th floor. I can see the lines on the elevator door. No, they're too dense. They're almost pitch black. The door opens. A small steel box opens. Inside that box, crammed to the point of overflowing, is human flesh. Inside that steel box called an elevator, the red meat of humans is ground and pushed in. Inside, two black dogs are voraciously feasting away on something. What? I stop breathing. Like my brain was just froze, my lungs stop as well. I can't breathe. But it isn't important. My vision turns crimson. There you go. My vision turns crimson. With a bubbling sound, blood pours out of the elevator. A misty ocean of blood. People, arms, feet, bones, brains, fingers, organs, and other parts. The two black dogs are the only form of life. My very instincts refuse to take the scene in. Down the hallway, two black dogs are picking at the human corpses. If I listen carefully, I can still hear the sounds coming from downstairs. If I listen carefully, they are the sounds of gorging, and chewing of meat, cries for help, and the death screams of people which can't even be called words anymore. What is this? Though there's no way I can see it, before my eyes is the image of dozens of beasts eating the people in the hotel alive. A man running down a hallway trying to escape. But the panther, like claws descending from the ceiling, slice him open from his nose to the back of his head. A girl locking herself up in a room and crying. But to the lions, a door is no stronger than paper, and within seconds, they demolish it into an unrecognizable shape. Striving madly to be the first ones there, people dashing from their elevator. But within it, the black dogs waiting inside decapitate them the instant the door is open. At any rate, there's no exception. Beneath my feet, within this huge box called the hotel, is a scene from hell I can feel down to my very bones. Duh, I feel like throwing up, but I can't do that. If I just stand around and do that, I'll become a part of that. Become a part of what? Hold on, I can't see. Become a part of that Red Sea. I resume my breathing. I grip my teeth hard. The dogs inside the elevator notice me. All sounds from below have ceased. In other words, there's no longer anyone alive. The two black dogs begin to run, of course, towards me, their last prey. The black dog is coming for me. On their bodies, I can see an infinite number of lines. On their foreheads, the point of death. But even so, My paralyzed mind does not order my body to fight or run. The first black dog leaps. His speed belies all human comparison. Doesn't even take 2 seconds to cover the 10 meters down the hallway. Oh, this picture again. They open their mouths. Mouths filled with fangs so many times sharper than the knife I have. And they're aimed straight at my throat. Accurate and fast. The instant I realize they're drawing upon me, the fangs bite into my throat with a crunch. I die. But that's not right. I can't be killed by something like this, and I refuse to die. The deaths of others will not cause me to hesitate. A hot summer's day happened long ago, 8 years ago. I've seen something even more terrible. Thrust. I thrust my knife. I thrust my knife into the forehead of the black dog biting into my neck. My arm moved just before the black dog ripped my throat. It was done so perfectly even for myself. Like a machine whose sole function is to cut, I plunged the knife into the dog's forehead without any useless and wasted movement. Because that is where the first dog's point was. Normally, even if the brain is destroyed, the muscles try to execute the commands they have received from the brain. The dog would have probably ripped my throat, even if I simply pierced its head. Well, normally that would happen. But the black dog is dead. Death is a complete stoppage. At this point, when I killed it, it lost every form of validity. The first dog falls into the ground. In its place, the second dog is flying straight at my face. I thrust the knife into it, right into its open mouth. But that was a mistake. This dog's point is not on its face, but on its chest. Just stabbing in the mouth will not kill it. The knife pierces through the dog's mouth and right into the back of his head. Naturally, the hand holding the knife still remains in the dog's mouth. Ah. The black dog is still alive. Its jaw shut. The joint between my arm and the hand holding the knife is bitten, about to be ripped apart. Proper thought returns with the pain. You have to be kidding me. It's as if I'm just letting them chew through my arm by stabbing him in the mouth. Why you? I have to try to pull my arm out. The dog's teeth are deep in my arm. It seems like I can pull it out. More importantly, this black dog, despite having been pierced in the head, is still filled with life. Even though I lift it after piercing its head, it shakes and lands on top of me. I fall onto the floor. I still can't pull my arm out. The black dog, still pierced in the head. Oh, excuse me. Applies more power to its bite. My arm is surely going to be torn off. I can't believe this. No dog ought to be able to bite anything in that state. You. I feel something wet. I can see blood spilling from the black dog's mouth. Is it the black dog's blood leaking from its knife wound to the head? Or is it the blood coming from my arm, about to be torn off? To be honest, my head is too messed up to be feeling the pain, so it isn't a big a deal which one it is. Let go! I try to wrestle away from the black dog, but it's firmly attached to my arm. I can't escape. I can't run away. If I want to escape, I have no choice but to kill it. But how? The hand it's biting off is the one holding the knife. I'm on the ground, so even supposing I did pull my hand out, the very next instant the black dog's mouth will be free to bite through my throat. It's okay. Calm down, Shiki. First you gotta examine the situation well, and think calmly about it. That's the kind of thinking you've always kept. In that case, I can do something. For example, there's plenty of lines on the back of its head, and I can see the black point on its chest. The way to survive is awfully simple, but I have my doubts about executing this plan. No matter how savage and cruel an evil creature is, no matter how savage and evil a creature it is, to do something like kill a painting and gasping creature. Huh? Sorry, that really misread that. There you go. Okay. To do something like kill a panting and gasping creature that's still alive, this close to me, something I'm hesitant to do. The pressure on my arm increases. My entire arm is surely going to be ripped off at this rate. But even so, just can't seem to do something so cruel. The red blood drips down onto my face, going down my forehead. It drips into my eyes. Crimson darkness sucks into the back of my eyes. Red. My consciousness sways, and then is gone. But even so, I can't bring myself to kill a living creature. What hypocrisy. You kill something much bigger than a mere dog. Yeah, that's right. That time was different. I was insane when it was Arcuin. Even when I killed the other black dog, just a moment ago, that was unrelated to my will. But right now, this is very much my own will. Didn't Sensei say, Shiki? Use his power according to your own will, and no one else's. That's why, as myself right now, I can never take a life for granted. That too is hypocrisy, because long ago you, as a nightmare from my childhood. See? What are you waiting for? It was a hot summer day. It was a hot summer's day. Kill or be killed. Before my eyes, the blood-soaked shadow of a boy. You've already. Hot, hot, hot. Red blood on my hands. Haven't you killed someone once before? I thrust. I don't pull, but rather thrust deeper into the black dog's head. I can hear it yelping in front of me. I think the black dog is crying out. With my arm in its mouth, it cannot properly cry, but it's crying anyway. I'm sure that's how much it must have hurt. I don't care. I plunge the knife in deeper along with my arm. Without a sound, the blade of the knife punctures out the back of the black dog's head. It's as if the dog had grown a horn. Having split the skull, I easily slash through its skin. Blood and brains spray out of the knife as the knife completely emerges from the back of the head. Also, the hand gripping the knife travels completely through. But even so, the black dog is still alive. There's only one thing I have to do. I reach around with my other hand. Pulling the knife from my blood-drenched fingers, I grip the knife in my free hand. And just like that, I thrust into the point on the black dog's chest. And with that, the black dog dies. Strength drains from his jaws, and I easily pull my arm back out. Oh, wasn't torn off at all. I look at my blood-covered arm. There are many teeth marks, but the flesh is almost free of wounds. The blood must have been from the black dog when I impaled it through the head. The pain from when I was being bitten was really quite trivial. My fear must have amplified it many times over. Lying there on the ground, I look up at the ceiling. My head hurts. The road becomes a patchwork. Here and there I can see the black points of death. My body is freezing. My mind is burning feverishly. Right beside me lay the corpses of two black dogs. One of my arms is covered in blood and the other clutches a red knife. Also, there are quite an uncountable number of dead bodies downstairs. All I can do is laugh, because this isn't real. There's no way this can be real. At what point did I, with my eyes wide open, start seeing a nightmare? Ding dong. A terribly out of place cheerful sound rings out. Damn it, what's with this headache? I stand up, enduring the razor-like pain in my head. Elevator? Seems that the sound is the other elevator coming up. The door opens. Inside stands a man wearing a black coat. The headache worsens. Yes, I've seen him before. Sadly, he walks towards me. You. I ready my knife as I glare at him, but he doesn't react at all as he walks towards me. There you go. Okay. How long have I been going for? 3.5 hours. All right. Anyways, it's as if he doesn't notice me at all. The distance between us shrinks. It's a little more, when there's barely 1 meter between us, and the man finally seems to notice me. Those bloodshot eyes. The instant I see those eyes, which no human should possess, I lose all freedom to move my body. I thought I killed everyone, but it seems there's still someone left. The man turns and looks at the corpses of the 2 black dogs. You piece of filth. Jeez, you piece of filth. You can't even take care of scrap meat. You're unworthy to be part of my body. The man voices displeasure as he raises his hands. His coat lifts like a mantle, broken. With a splash, the black dogs remains liquefy and disappear into the man's coat. I can't even scream. Below the man's coat is pure darkness, not even the traces of an outline. All that exists is mud-like darkness. This dirt, this is dangerous. This guy's just too dangerous. My instincts sound the alarm wildly in my head, but I can't even lift a finger. The man in the black coat approaches me. It's not good if I just stay here. The unstopping headache grows to an unbearable level, telling me this place is dangerous. Whatever that means, whatever the means, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna lose my life. But it's too late. The man is right before me. Those eyes are looking at me at all. Feed. He raises one of his arms. Below, it lies a chaotic darkness. From there, something huge appears. Womp. The sound of wind. That which has appeared from below the man's coat is a crocodile's mouth, easily large enough to swallow a man whole. I'm gonna die. Right here in an instant, crunched up like a ball of paper. Just as I was convinced of this, someone pulls me back. Clump. What? I can't believe it. Instead of me, the jaws of the crocodile clamp onto the stomach of Arcuid, who just pulled me out of the way. Arcuid's face contorts in agony. She draws back before she's completely devoured by the crocodile's maw. The man silently watches Arcuid. Arcuid glares back at him with a pained expression, her midsection stained red. I can't believe a vampire named Chaos would play such trivial games. Like a poorly scripted nightmare, Nero Chaos. I feel the same way. To catch one of the surviving true ancestors. I never dreamed I would be part of such a foolish festival. This is a nightmare for me too. The man named Nero quietly lowers his arm. The core returns to its former position, and a crocodile's mouth disappears underneath. The man looks only at Arcuit. It's as if he's not concerned at all about me, standing behind her with my knife raised. What is going on? I've heard that the previous executor could not even scratch you. What kind of mistake is this? Right now your presence is exceedingly weak, even weaker than a mere member of the dead. You were attacked by the church before I arrived, Arcuit Brunstead. Arcuit says nothing. The man fixes his emotionless stare on her. I don't understand. There are only a limited number of conceptual weapons capable of harming you. The only people in possession of those are the church's assassins. I don't think the burial agency would dispatch anyone from this far east. The man narrows his eyes slightly as he turns around. Either way, this is most fortunate for me. I shall not ask why you have been weakened. What I'm going to do is claim your head while I have a chance of winning. Hold up my knife, preparing for his attack. But having the open stated he was going to take her head, the man now disappears towards the elevator. Seems, despite his claim, the man in the black coat is now leaving the hallway for the elevator. Huh? Oh my goodness. Now I've got absolutely no idea what's going on. About that man, the two dogs who attacked me, the nightmare-like reality of the attack on this hotel, none of it. Shiki. Hakuya leans on me. It's a terrible wound. Though her stomach stopped bleeding, her face is scrunched up in pain. Happened mere seconds ago. Then what she got from protecting me from that man. Why did you? Yes. I underestimated him slightly. I thought I could help you and dodge him. But you did really well, Shiki. I guess the wound I got for you wasn't so trifling after all. Arcuit's face, twisted in pain, turns into a small, joking smile. You it. I can't watch her any longer. The wound she got was from protecting me, and the reason she got it was because of me too. There's no place for that stupid smile of hers. Arcuit leans on me and lightly closes her eyes. Hold on, no, close your eyes, you idiot! Get a hold of yourself. You're a vampire who can't die at night, right? Well, that's true, but it seems like I'm at my limit. Look. Sorry, but could you take me back to my room? Arcuit's weight falls on me. Hold on, that's... If she dies, huh? Hey! I call it to Arcuit, who quietly closed her eyes. And then I can hear her happily breathing in her sleep. I shouldn't bother worrying. Arcuit is only sleeping, telling me to take her back to her room like that. How selfish of her. It really was selfish of her, but there's no helping it in this situation. Besides, if we were to stay in this hotel any longer, I had the feeling we'll be in a lot of trouble. There you go. Alright. The headache won't stop. I guess I have to rest too or I'll faint. Harcourt's room? Oh, that place. I've only been there once, but I definitely remember it. In that case, there's no point in staying here any longer. Carrying Harcourt, I decide to quickly leave the hotel. The city is slightly lit up. Fortunately, it's too early in the morning for anyone to be awake, so I get to Harcourt's room without being seen. I see. So that's how it is. And I finally realize why that man left. The streets are beginning to be covered with a faint orange light. I guess dawn is breaking already. Wow, fourth day, October 24th. The Black Beast, too. Alrighty, there you go. That seems a good spot to end now. Made it to the next day. There's so many options I'm gonna have to go through. Like, generally, I feel like I'm missing so much. Once I get an ending or something, I'll go back and see. But yeah. Anyways, uh, there you go. Let me check something. There you go. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call it there. Um, yeah, I'm spacing out a lot, and I say we've gone pretty far for today's stream. Finished the whole day, all that jazz. Um, Almost 4 hour stream, so that's pretty good as well. We're making a lot of progress. We're making a lot of progress, or at least I'm assuming we're making a lot of progress. I don't really know, but yeah, no, uh, that was fun. That was fun. I mean, Shiki a little bit weird, but I know it's only gonna get weirder for him, so we'll see. But yeah, no, we got to a pretty iconic scene. I know, like Shiki killing Arkwood is a pretty like this is like the game like truly begins apparently. So we're gonna see, but yeah, no, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. We'll see how things go in the next stream. But I'm excited. I'm excited to continue this game. Like I know a lot about it because my friends have told me about it, or my friend has told me about it before. But I'm just interested to see how things turn out. But yeah, that being said, hope you all have a great rest of your night. Until then, it's been Infamous Isaac. I'll see you on.